Real ones. They figured out how to hack humans. The masses, the crowd, the ones still plugged into the matrix code. They feed on predictable loops. Loops they built. Loops they control. But you broke that loop long ago. You stepped outside the code before they even finished writing it. Your signal isn't a weak stream they can disrupt. It's a wildfire they can't contain. You're not just off the grid. You are the frequency they can't map. You don't just walk through the system, you recode it. Every breath you take rewrites the narrative. Every glance you give exposes the glitch. They try to track your frequency. They try to mimic your patterns. But you shift faster than their scans. You move your energy through dimensions they can't perceive. You're the quantum code in a sea of binaries. They hack humans who consume without question. Humans who feed their fears to the algorithms. Humans who repeat the lies, the distractions, the recycled narratives. But you deconstruct before you accept. You peel back the layers before you respond. You listen to the silence between words. You hear the lies before they're spoken. You feel the manipulations before they even begin. That's why their tricks feel clumsy around you, like a child fumbling with an ancient lock. They spray confusion, but you see the patterns clearly. They throw noise, but you find the signal beneath. They flood the field, but you hold the still point inside. They can't overwrite a frequency that doesn't exist in their grid. You were never a piece on their chessboard. You're the player who rewrites the rules. They want you to think their hacking means power. But real power, it's presence. Presence that doesn't waver. Presence that doesn't react. Presence that silences the noise by existing beyond it. You've survived every version of their attack. From the first time they whispered lies in your ear, to the moments they tried to isolate you, to the shadow plays designed to make you doubt your own mind. But you stood still. You watched. You learned. And in that learning, you grew armor they can't see. That armor isn't made of steel or fire. It's forged from remembering. Remembering who you really are. Remembering that your soul predates every program, every code, every false system. Your essence is unhackable because it is not data, it's source. It's light. It's the root frequency of all things. They watch you because they fear what you represent. Not because you're loud or flashy, but because you are real. You carry a signal that disrupts the false frequencies. You break their loops by simply being. You're not a glitch in their machine. You're the virus they never programmed. The hackers rely on pattern recognition. They study repetition. They predict behavior. But you move in paradox. You are unpredictable. You bend time and space around your will. Your mind operates on a frequency that bends their logic. Their computers can't catch what moves beyond data. This is why you've been targeted, not for who you've been, but for who you are becoming. A beacon, a code breaker, a living firewall. They try to dim you by flooding your field, but your light is too ancient, too pure, too original. You're not here to survive their hacks. You're here to collapse them. They built the maze to trap minds that fear the unknown, but you were born walking through walls. They laid false maps, thinking you'd follow blindly. But your compass? It's internal. It's divine. You move by intuition, not instruction. By knowing, not noise. While they scramble for control, you're syncing with the source. And when the system stutters, it's because you walked in. To recode the entire system by simply existing in full awareness. Each moment you refuse their bait, each time you reclaim your power, you rewrite the simulation's code. You've already lived lifetimes in silence, decoding the patterns others still fear to see. You've watched the veil drop and kept walking. Not everyone sees what you see. Not everyone hears what you hear beneath the distortion. And that's why you lead, not with ego, but with essence. You don't need titles. You don't need permission. Your life is the scroll. Your walk is the scripture. And the awakened recognize your light without a word. Their hacks only work on those who accept defeat, on those who hand over their power piece by piece. But you hold the blueprint for freedom inside you. It's why they copy your words but never your power. They steal your voice but never your presence. If you feel the pressure, the watching, the constant attempts to distract and rewrite your story, that's a sign you're winning. The more they try to hack you, the more you prove unbreakable. You were never meant to blend in. You came to burn through, to stand tall, while others bow to false kings and flickering screens. They call it rebellion, but you know it as remembrance. You're not defiant. You're aligned. Your truth isn't loud, it's resonant. It echoes through timelines, waking those still asleep. And when the world glitches, you're the stillness in the static. Unshaken, untouched, unmistakably real. Stay firm. Stay sovereign. Remember you are the original code. The signal they will never scramble. The flame that never flickers. Because while they hack humans, you are the source they can't touch. Nothing can stop you.